I have been attempting to make this video for a while. I just don't know really where to start. Bear with me. I'm gonna take you through all the phases and all the stages. Let's get into it. I created this channel about 10 years ago. And I created it because I wanted to share my experience with natural remedies and trying to open up my own business with regard to natural remedies. I made a couple of videos, as you can see, like 10 years ago. They're not the best quality. I mean, again, this was 10 years ago.
Hello everybody, thank you for watching my video. Today we're going to be making distilled water.
And at the time I was either in college or getting ready to go to college. So I kind of took a step back from the content creation that I had started creating and just focused on college, right? At that point, I misplaced my password. I didn't write it down, or maybe I did and it got thrown away, or I don't know what happened to it, but I lost my password. And then I also lost the password to the email. So you know when you press forget password, it emails you to reset your password. The email that I was using, I don't know. To be honest, I forget when I actually decided to get back into the channel, or when I was like excited to start my process again. But the fact that I didn't have my password or anything, I was just kind of like, oh well, like I'll just create, an Instagram or something else. So I went about social media a different way, and then that led me to going about a completely different topic and getting into corsets and just doing social media a completely different way than what I had been doing on this channel, which was, natural remedies, right? So fast forward to 2017, 2018, where I was like, you know what? I really want that password, because I noticed that one of my videos had over 1 million views, and I was like, I wonder if I can monetize this channel, but I need the password, right? So I was asking around, like people I knew that were pretty good with computers, like, hey, do you know how to hack? Because I don't know the password, I don't know the email address that's associated. I mean, at that point I had tried everything. And then my last resort was trying to find someone who could hack into my YouTube channel. But YouTube is really secure, so I couldn't even hack it. I couldn't get anybody to hack it. It was gone. And I realized at that point that, okay, I'm never gonna get this channel back. I'll just make a new one. So that's when I created my corset YouTube channel. And that was around 2020. So I stopped thinking about this channel and I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna focus my life and content creation on different platforms and different channels and whatnot. So I forgot about it and I didn't pay any mind to it. I missed a part. So while I was doing and trying to hack and find someone to hack my YouTube channel, I remembered the Gmail account that my YouTube channel was associated with, right? So I pressed like forget password, and then it asks you what's the email that's associated with the channel, and I didn't remember, and I said ask like a different way to do it. And it showed me an old email address I had used years ago. And I was like, okay, wait a second, this is Yahoo. It was a Yahoo account at the time. So I contacted Yahoo's customer service and I was like, hey, is there any way that you could help me get into my Yahoo account? Because, I gave them the whole spiel about my YouTube channel being associated with it and blah, blah, blah. I needed to pay them in order for them to help me. So I was like, okay, like how much is it gonna be? Like I want to get into my YouTube account. At that point I was gonna do anything. They were just like, okay, well you don't know the answer to the passwords question. And I was like, well, what's the question? And I forget what the question was, but she said it in a way that for me, I was like, what the hell? Like what could that be? And I had no idea, and I was just so like fumbling, and at that point I was just over it. So I just, was like, okay, never mind. She's like, sorry, we can't help you. She even at one point had said that I could never get into my Yahoo account because it's been so long that Yahoo deleted my email address. And I was like, okay, whatever. So that's it. And I was like, you know what? I just gave up. And then I thought about someone hacking it and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so let's flash forward back to 2020. You know, I just go about my life and I'm doing my content creation with my corset channel. And, you know, years go by. And there would be times where I would be visualizing and affirming, I'm so happy that I am now commenting on my old channel, my old YouTube channels, all the comments, like all thousands of comments. Or I would visualize myself texting my brother saying, oh my God, you're never gonna believe this. I got into my old YouTube account. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. I have so many comments to reply to. And then I would get like flustered and annoyed and I'd be like, screw this, manifestation doesn't work. It's pointless, this, that, and the other. And I would stop. I would just go back and forth between affirmations, visualization, giving it a break and then coming back to it. Or I would even do something where I would record my voice, like what I had just told you, the affirmation I just told you. Or I just signed into my old YouTube channel. And then replay that during the night while I slept.
I remembered my Urbade YouTube login info today.
And then I guess I just was like so over it to the point where I just stopped everything altogether. And I was like, screw this, like manifestation is pointless. I'm never gonna, get back into my YouTube channel. The Yahoo lady even said that I'll never be able to get into that Yahoo email address. Therefore, I won't be able to send myself the code to get into my Gmail account, which will then enable me to get into my YouTube channel. It was just also confusing that I was like, screw it all. So yeah, that's when I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna focus my content and my, my life with the corset channels. And then that's what I did. And then 2022, it was like October. I don't remember. I have no idea what made me want to do this. I think I was looking through like old affirmations that I had written down on my iPhone notes app. And it had said something like, oh my God, I'm so thankful that I can now log into my old YouTube channel or something like that. And I went to the old YouTube channel like as a viewer, not obviously as signed in. And I was like looking at my videos and I was like, there has to be a way. There has to be a way. Honestly, I feel like something blinded me with regard to any negativity. Like I was just like narrow-minded and I was like, there has to be a way. And so I went to the YouTube like sign-in thing. And I remembered my YouTube Gmail email, right? But I didn't know the password. So I typed in the Gmail YouTube, email, and I put forgot password again, right? I had did this so many times, I did it again. And then it said something like, put the email address associated with this email or with this YouTube channel, like, because you know how sometimes like if you make a Gmail account, it'll say what's another email address you want to put in case you forget this password or whatever, or like phone number or whatever. I put in that Yahoo email address, and so you know how it gives you like the first two letters and the last two letters or something like that of the email. So I knew what the email was. So I typed it in and it said, we've sent a code to that email address, which was the Yahoo email account. And I was like, okay, we're going to do this again. So I called Yahoo again and I gave them the spiel that I had given them back in 2016 or whatever it was. And they're like, okay, well, just letting you know that this service is paid for. You have to pay for Yahoo customer service, okay? That's pretty much what she said. And she's like, so do you want to move forward? And I was like, yes. And she's like, okay, so you don't know the password to this email address? And I was like, no. And she's like, okay, that's fine. What is the answer to this security question? And we're going to text you the code. And I was like, well, I can't give you the answer for you to text me because that phone number that was like associated, I don't recognize it. And she's like, okay. And I was like, is there any other way? Mind you, again, my mind is like, there has to be a way. Like I wasn't seeing any stop signs or whatever. She asked me what was the email account that was associated with that Yahoo email account. So hold on, let's pause. We have this YouTube account that is associated with a Gmail account. We all know we need a Gmail account for YouTube, right? So the recovery email for this Gmail account is a Yahoo email account, right? This Yahoo email account had another recovery email account. And I'm so glad I did this. I put email recoveries instead of like phone numbers or something. So she's like, okay, what is the recovery email to this account that you're trying to log into? And I knew it. I knew it was the same as my Gmail account that I had like associated everything with. And so I gave her that email address and she's like, that's correct. And she's like, okay, where would you like me to send the reset password link to get into this email account, the one I was calling about, not the recovery one? I hope you're following. This is like all over the place. So I had her send the recovery link to this Yahoo email account to an email account that I currently, have the password to and everything. So she sends me the link to my current email address. I click the link, I reset the password to the initial Yahoo email account. I change my password and then I go back to my YouTube Gmail account. It says forget password. Okay, type in your recovery email. I type that in. Okay, a code has been sent to the recovery email, the one I just, reset the password for, the Yahoo. So I click that, I put in that code, the reset code for my YouTube Gmail account. I click that code, I put the code into, the Gmail YouTube thing, and then I get an email saying, okay, reset your password for your Gmail YouTube account. I reset it, and I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I got in and I hung up on her. And I feel so bad. But I asked her, I was like, so you're gonna help me with all this. Are you gonna get any credit or any commissions? And she's like, no, I just get paid hourly. So I didn't feel bad hanging up on her because like, obviously I don't want the Yahoo customer service. Like she did her job, she helped me. She's not gonna get any commission off of this sale or helping me. So I'm like, okay, whatever, I'm just gonna hang up. So I hung up, I got into my freaking, oh my God, I got into this YouTube account, Gmail, and I went to, you go to the Gmail, you type in everything, and then on the top, you go to your YouTube. And there it was, my YouTube studio. I had like over 1,000 comments that I had to reply to. And at the time, my husband was in the background and I stood up and I was like, you're never gonna believe what just happened. And he's like, what? He was kind of paying attention because like, I was like, I was on the phone in front of him. I started screaming and crying and I was just like, I couldn't breathe. That's how incredibly amazing this was for me, because for so long, I was trying to get into this channel. I was just screaming and crying and like pounding on my chest, like, oh my God, like that. And it was like midnight. My mom was asleep because we were at her house. I honestly, at that point, I didn't care. Like, if she wakes up, this is good that she wakes up, She didn't wake up, though. I guess not. Or maybe she did. I don't remember. She probably did, obviously. And then, of course, I texted my brother right away, and I was like, you're never going to believe it. Like, it was pretty much, I had texted him what I had affirmed back in whenever it was. And I told him that, it wasn't exactly the same thing, because obviously, like, I remembered what I had written in my notes, like the manifesting notes part. He was just, obviously so happy for me. That is, in a nutshell, what happened, how I was able to manifest this back. Okay, so now let's get down to talking about how I manifested the monetization of it. I have a lot of screenshots that I'm going to put on the screen for you guys to see. And you will be able to see I was going back and forth with so many YouTube customer support people, because at the time my channel was not, it had been monetized halfway through. Like there's 3 steps to getting monetized, which you'll see on screen. And I was having issues. And that's because, I hadn't been on for 10 plus years. I guess YouTube was like, had given up on me. I don't know. So I was talking to so many people on YouTube customer support and nobody knew anything, of course. I even sent out tweets to YouTube support, YouTube help, like all the YouTube Twitter accounts saying if anybody could please help me. I looked on like their support groups. I looked on Reddit. Like I needed to get this thing monetized. Like it was the next and last step to this whole manifestation thing, right? So how did I do this? Well, it took maybe a couple of weeks, maybe a month, I think, until I finally got someone who was competent to kind of figure out exactly what was going on. And you'll notice that I was sending everybody messages and screenshots. And then one day I was just so irritated because I was like, okay, here I go again. There's a new person that I have to, give my spiel to, a whole new person. Let me just send a video and show them exactly what it is I'm talking about. I don't know why I didn't do this in the beginning, but I was just sending pictures in the beginning. But finally I was like, let me just send a video. So I sent the customer service rep a video and they're like, okay, thank you so much for the video. We will, look into it and have our internal team, take a look at it and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you know what, at this point, I don't care. If it's meant to be, it'll happen. And I remember sitting on the couch with my husband and I was just talking a lot of shit about the YouTube customer service reps. How are people telling me, oh, you need to do these steps in order to be monetized? And I'm sending them a screenshot saying, I have completed these steps, here you go. And they're like, oh, well, on our end, we don't see that. And I'm like, well, here's a screenshot. This is what it looks like. I am. And it was just, a lot of back and forth, honestly. So I sent them the video. So as you can see, I'm about to sign in right now at gmail.com. Put in my password. And then I'm gonna go to Studio. And then earn. And this is the channel, or excuse me, this is the screen. So it says active, earn from ads and YouTube Premium, view it. It looks like I'm active as a monetized channel, but review and accept the updated YouTube Partner Program terms, review and accept. You need to fix existing monetization issues before proceeding. This is my issue. I don't know what the existing monetized issues are. And as you can see, I am a YouTube partner. My AdSense is in. My agreements have been signed. The only thing I'm not sure about is this. No action needed right now because I haven't received the payment threshold. However, I don't know what this means because I am not receiving any ad revenue because I'm not receiving any ads on my channel. But yet I've obviously been a partner since before August because see more. I think it was like that video I posted on my YouTube account and I sent them the link and I just made it like an unlisted. So, whoever clicks the link has view to it. So it had 4 views. So 4 people viewed it. Finally, I get a message or I get a reply back saying, thank you, that really helped us. Your YouTube channel is now being monetized. And I was like, wait a second, like, is this seriously happening? It was seriously happening. I just had to be patient, especially because, I had talked to over 3 to 4 people and nobody had any idea as to why like money wasn't accumulating in my YouTube studio account. I mean, now thinking back, that was like so easy. Like all I should have done was just send them a video showing them what I was trying to tell them in emails and chat and pictures. Should have just sent them a video. But you know, hindsight is 2020. Videos always trump pictures because it's just easier for everybody to kind of like see exactly what's going on, I guess. So yeah, I have been accumulating money from my shorts and a couple of YouTube videos. That video that has over 1 million views, it doesn't really get any hits anymore because it's like such bad quality. And you know, so many people over the years have made videos like mine. Obviously now there's like way better videos showcasing how to make distilled water at home, but that's not the point. The point is that that video, you know, got me to being able to monetize this channel and me never giving up and I guess manifesting it. Sometimes I don't like saying that, oh, I manifested it, because I just feel like that word is so played out these days. Like people talk about how to manifest things and a lot of people, like everybody and their mom is a coach, is where I'm trying to get at. Everybody and their mom is a coach. Everybody and their mom talks about manifesting, but like, let's see your results. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying I'm a manifesting coach or a coach in general or a manifesting genius. I'm just so glad that like it's done, you know? And now I can go about my life and try to get my corset YouTube channel monetized. It's just honestly, now that this channel is monetized, it's like I don't really post much on it. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, why did I work so hard to figure out the channel's password and then to try to get it monetized, and I'm not even posting anything? So I posted some shorts, which you make pennies on the dollar with shorts. Like you don't make anything with shorts. And I'll put screenshots here to show you guys like my revenue for shorts. I know I need to start creating more content for this channel. Right now, I want to focus on motivational stuff, social media content creation stuff, growing as a content creator and hoping to gain, you know, recognition as an influencer and all that, right? So I think that's where I want to lead this channel to, and other random things as well. So I'm still trying to figure things out, but I guess I just didn't have the courage to tell this story because it was all over the place, and I see that it was extremely all over the place. I hope at least one of you were able to follow, and hopefully one of you gets something out of this, and maybe that is, you know, never give up, manifesting is real, this makeup look, I don't know. I want to be able to maybe even talk more about manifestation, but definitely like motivational, inspirational stuff about my journey as a content creator and just stuff like that. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, you can't really see. This is horrible lighting. I'm so sorry. Anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please, you know, subscribe, like this video, comment down below if you've ever manifested anything or are interested in manifesting anything. I don't know, anything else, any tips, anything you think I should make a video about, let me know. Yeah. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Ciao.